This is really pathetic. There are very few things on earth that's stronger than a mother's love. There are very few people in your life that are going to be as loyal to you as your mom. Mom never stops loving you. But Derek Chauvin's mom is a whole different animal. She's proclaiming that he's innocent. The media sabotaged his reputation. He's some kind of great guy who's selfless and compassionate. It's one thing to love your son, and nobody would blame her nobody expects her to stop loving him. But to defend him despite all the evidence against him, this lady is either clueless, a liar, or just plain stupid.
I am the mother of Derek Chauvin. I am here to speak on behalf of my entire family. On November 25th, 2020, not only did Derek's life change forever, but so did mine and my family's.
Not only did Derek's life change, so did hers, and so did her family's. No mention of how George Floyd's life changed and how his family lives changed.
It has been difficult for me to hear and read what the media, public, and prosecution team believe Derek to be an aggressive, heartless, and uncaring person. I can tell you that is far from the truth.
All right, so the media and the prosecutors painted him to be a heartless, aggressive person. So I guess his actions did not paint him as a meaning, passionless, heartless person. It was all the media and the prosecutors.
My son's identity has also been reduced to that as a racist.
I've never called him a racist. I just called him a coward who abused his badge. I consider him heartless. I consider him a murderer. But at this point, it doesn't matter if he did it and it was race-based or not. How heinous of an act it was is what matters at this point. So we can go back and forth of whether he was racist or not. Who cares?
None of these things are true, and that my son is a good man. Derek always dedicated his life and time to the police department. Even on his days off, he would call in to see if they needed help.
That's the only thing she said so far that I honestly, truly believe. Did he call in that day and say, hey, you need help beating up on some innocent bystanders? Do you need help harassing somebody? Do you need help putting some helpless person in a chokehold?
Derek is a quiet, thoughtful, honorable, and selfless man. He has a big heart, and he always has put others before his own.
Bullshit. Excuse me. Sorry.
The public will never know the loving and caring man he is, but his family does.
Do you know why the public will never know the loving man that he is? Because that man doesn't exist. That's why we'll never know the loving man that he is.
Derek has played over and over in his head the events of that day. I've seen the toll it has taken on him. I believe a lengthy sentence will not serve Derek well. When you sentence my son, you will also be sentencing me.
But that's supposedly supposed to pull the heartstrings of the judge. Oh, we can't sentence this poor helpless old lady. Let's go light on his sentence because it would be hurting his mother. So he's about to be sentenced for something he did, and it's hurting you more than it hurt the man he killed and the surviving family he left behind. Okay, before I go on, she said that he is selfless. Do you see anything about her statement that's selfless? Everything about her statement is selfish. It's about her. It's about Derek. It's about Derek's family. We're 2.5 minutes into this and nothing about Floyd's family.
I will not be able to see Derek, talk to him on the phone, or give him our special hug.
Oh, poor baby. You won't give him a special hug. You won't be able to pop the titty in his mouth anymore. How is she breastfeeding this man after all these years? The milk in her titty gotta be powder by now. I mean, it's well past the expiration date. So you won't be able to see him or hug him or call him on the phone. Oh, but George Floyd's family, they'll be able to see George.
Derek, I want you to know I have always believed in your innocence, and I will never waver from that. I have read numerous letters from people around the world that also believe in your innocence.
I do believe that she will never waver from his innocence. I do believe that she'll go to her grave, barring some epiphany, but that thick head of hers, I just don't see it happening. And she probably has read many letters or posts or whatever of people supporting Derek Chauvin. Whether you like it or not, there are people who support Derek Chauvin. She's not lying about that. There are some people who support him that are racist. They're happy to see a white police officer choke out a big black man. Those people still exist. Racists have not died off. They're still here. Some people just don't care. They lack compassion. Or there's some people who just believe police officers are always right, even when they abuse their power. There are people that live outside of the bubble of reality that believe that Derek Chauvin did nothing wrong at all.
One final thought I want you to remember. Remember, you are my favorite son. Thank you for your time.
He's her favorite son. Isn't that your only son? So by default, he's your favorite son. That was it right there. Notice, not one word was directed at George Floyd's family. Not one word. How can this man be compassionate when his mother's not showing any compassion? Who, after hearing this statement, is silly enough to believe this woman taught him compassion? All she has done was enable his actions. But this tells me, in their private chats and discussions, she didn't chastise him. She didn't hold him accountable for anything. There's no accountability. And she also said that she's speaking for herself and the family. So that means that there are other non-compassionate, delusional people in his family like her. She still could have stuck by him and said he was innocent. But why didn't she, in the very least, look at the family and say, I don't believe my son meant to hurt you, hurt your son, your father, your brother. I felt like he was doing his job. He felt like he was doing his job, but it got out of hand. And my prayers and condolences to you and your family, because I've lost a son because of prison, and you lost a son that'll never come back. This lady's not only delusional, but she doesn't have any class at all. I don't normally talk about people's moms unless I'm joking and it's people that I know. But I have little to no respect for his mother. Again, I don't blame her for loving her son. But this, oh, I was about to say the B word. But this, I was about to say it again. But this I was going to say the H word. This I can't call her a lady because ladies have class. This woman, I can call her a woman. She gave birth, so she's proven she's a woman. This woman does not care about George Floyd's family. This person is the family member of the accused, and we have videotape proving that he was the direct cause of the death of the man that he's being sentenced for, and not one word to the family. Women like her are the reason, or one of the major reasons, why Derek Chauvin is the man he is today. You are looking at the woman who still has not popped her titty out of his mouth. She's still coddling him today. She's still trying to get him out of trouble by getting his sentence reduced. She's trying to pull on the heartstrings of the judge and of the people at the sentencing. This should have been your most shameful moment. I didn't hear that come from you. Charlemagne the God would call her the donkey of the day. That is an insult to all donkeys. Even donkeys are not this damn stupid. You at least gonna get collect calls from your trash ass son. You at least gonna get to visit your horrible son. That animal you call a son is still alive and probably doesn't think he did anything wrong. Or he knows he did something wrong and now he regrets it because he didn't get away with it. There should be all kind of memes ridiculing this woman, not because she's his mother, but because all she gives a damn about is her son and not the damage that he has done.